I ordered the Wolfbox G890. Now that I have it in, it ain't happening. All right, that's a wrap. Video done. Boom! Sriracha. This isn't even mine. So I ordered the Wolfbox G890. It comes with 3 cameras, one that fits over my rear view mirror that has a dash cam on it, one that's going to go to the back of the van that's going to act as a backup camera but also as a rear view mirror so that I can effectively block my field of view with the walls back here. I can put in a stained glass window, medieval style stained glass window to divide the area, and then it has a 3rd camera so that I can still keep an eye on June. Here we go. Scary opening it. Hope it works. Not gonna be able to return it now. Okay. Here is the 12-inch screen that is going to clip over my current rear view mirror. Here's the mirror side, and apparently I'm able to swipe to switch which cameras there are. I can adjust the brightness, and I can move the cameras around, adjust my angle. Alright, so these are the clips that are gonna clip it onto my rearview mirror. Little crowbar tool that allows me to hide the wires behind paneling that's in the front seat. Some 3M clips. Mounting bracket looks like for perhaps the rear view camera or the inside camera. This is, I believe, is my inside camera. That's got a very short cord. I did also order extension cords from Wolfbox too, just in case cords weren't long enough. Looks like this is my power cord, USB-C to USB-C cleaning lens. This is the rear camera. So it's got a 3M strip. Looks like you 3M strip it onto this and then put it in the bracket and then put screws in, because 3M strips alone is not going to cut it. There's another mounting bracket in there too. This is the wireless receiver for the Bluetooth for all the cameras. Car charger if I do not want to hardwire it. The hardwiring fuse taps and the extension cables that should reach all the way to the back here. So one thing I will say, in the description, it did not tell me how long the cables were. That is part of why I ordered the extension, because I have no clue how long the cables came. I couldn't find anywhere in the product description, so that's a complaint I have. Looks like there's some screen protectors, 3 of them, some more 3Ms, and some tighter mounting brackets, and I suppose if these ones are too big. And a quick start guide. That looks scary. I think I'm gonna try to go with the cigarette lighter style first, just because hardwiring sounds a little tiny bit scary. Bought it off of Amazon, did a bunch of research, and then I got analysis paralysis. And I said, I have to pick something because I can't put the camera in. I can't put the walls up until I put the camera in, so I can't put this decision off anymore. So I just clicked buy. There were hundreds of cameras available. Well, Wolfbox had a lot of good ratings. Some of the other ones had good ratings, but they only had like 10 or 15 ratings. This one had a couple thousand ratings. All of the Wolfbox products had several thousand ratings. All of their various cameras were over 4 stars. This one I did pick because I did want the 12-inch screen as opposed to the 10-inch screen. And a lot of them only came with 2 cameras. The back camera and the dash cam. I wanted to have the cabin camera so that I could see June, and this was the one that I could afford that had all 3 cameras. This is kind of scary. I have no clue what I'm doing. I mean, I have some clue. I've watched some YouTube videos, watched a bunch of tutorials, but I've never done anything like this. And this is the part of the project where I really wish I married a tech guy who could just do it for me. Unfortunately, that person has chosen to be behind the camera instead of in front. So, there we go. Have it. There's the dash cam. Let's see. Now let me get the car charger. I was doing all the research on how to hardwire this and how to hide the wires. My neighbor's daughter came running up and she's like, Miss Montoya, help me. Bought these LED lights for her brand new first ever car. She didn't know how to install it or how to hide the wires, and I was like, lucky for you, I just watched 10 million videos today on how to hide all these wires. Oh, can I live with the wires being here? Where's the manual? Alright. Yes. Installation. Where's the docking station? Looks like this is gonna plug into the docking station. Hello, Juniper. Oh, did you want to come in? Did you want to come in the car? So this is silly because this is what plugs in here. So that's not long enough to run around to the docking station. So it shows you, and this is what I looked at. The wiring. You're gonna run along there and along there and there, and then down to the fuse. It's gotta be a longer cord here. Gotta be a cord than this. This is June's camera. Set that there. This is all the hardwire stuff. Okay, so it has to go to this side because there's a power button right here. First things first is I need to see if there's power, so I need to go get my keys so I can turn the fan on. Alright, let's see if we can get power. Look at that. I want English. Let's take this off. This car is on. Okay, I don't know what our time zone is on here. Hamlin, New York. 12 plus 7 is 19. Oh! Okay, so that's the front camera. Because the rear camera's not plugged in. Let's see if we got it. Whoa! There we go. It is a switch window display. Ah, okay. Both cameras. Just brightness. Oh, there we go. There's the brightness. Okay. Okay. We've got power. We know it works. Now comes the wiring part. This is not going to be anywhere near long enough. Like, it's kind of crazy because this is a lot of cord. A lot of cord to go from the car charger up to the mirror. But for the sensor to the camera is like 18 inches. And then from the sensor to the rear camera, I don't know, 24 inches. I don't have a 24-inch vehicle. I don't really know anyone who does. Yeah, I guess those extension cords are always going to be necessary. I guess we'll just start out by seeing how long the cord is. Which looks. Okay. All right. You know, none of the videos even showed this grounding wire for this particular part of the installation. This should be long enough. Doesn't look like I'll make. Well, I will need the extension for the cabin one. I can unrun it. I can pull it out if I have to. It's fine. The walls aren't up yet. So ultimately, I want the camera to come out there. I'm gonna start from the back. I know I said with the regular wires that I started from the back and I shouldn't have done that, but I'm gonna start and reverse wiring. See how it goes. I have to come through this door. So I got it coming through here. got it through this cord protector. It's coming out all the way here. I need to feed it in as I open the door. I need the door all the way extended. Oh, that fingers. Ha ha! That was literally the part I was most worried about, threading it through there. I did it. I need to take a minute to celebrate that small victory. All right, that's a wrap. Video done. Boom! Oh my goodness. Are you all wrapped up? Come here. Come celebrate with me. Come celebrate with me. Did you get the soccer ball over there? I see you have the soccer ball. Yes. That's a good girl. I want to go high, or do I want to go low? So there's no wiring there. The wiring is on this side. Maybe this is the part I should have figured out. When I don't have to struggle. Right side of my decision to go backwards. I actually don't think I could have got it in from this angle. I think I had to go backwards. Oh, this wire's starting to look too short. So that I don't pull it too far. Give myself some room here. I need some clay. Well, let's extend the door all the way. Let's see. So I'm gonna want to zip it. No. Do you want to come up here though? You can come up here. Starting to doubt whether it is gonna reach. I thought it was going to be long enough. It's not really long enough. Thank you for joining in on my weirdness. You gotta pick up my song where I leave off. Alright, making it this far. So I actually don't think this is the right thing, because this is hardwired kit. I ordered the extension cord. I guess that is where I stop for now, because there's nothing in there that's going to give me length. I'm going to return this and order the extension cords. I'll need 2. Since it only came with 1 long cord, it didn't come with a cord at all for the camera that goes back here. In Juniper's part, I am going to call it a victory for today, because I wasn't sure I was going to be able to run it through there with Juniper, so I'm pretty pleased that I was able to do that. That's it for now. So, everywhere that the cord passes through, tape it off with this electrical fabric tape so that it doesn't rub, doesn't chafe as we drive down the road. I couldn't stick a camera in with my fat fingers. Other wire here, I did sort of. This is all about me as Juniper and Jones, not Jones and Juniper. Juniper and Jones. Yeah. Yeah, well, you could be a part of the video if you want to come up here. I got soft foam stuff. This is actually insulation. It's not really soft foam stuff. Yeah, I have some insulation for the floor in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of them. I will cut them into strips. We have this funky metal corrugation. So I'll put the felt in between the metal corrugation What, are you caught on a rock? No. And then I'll put a piece of plywood over it, and then I'll lay down my flooring. And then my soundproofing and insulation came. These supposedly have R12 value heat insulation. So that's pretty similar to home insulation. So I think it's gonna provide soundproofing and insulation. I already put a couple in and went for a drive earlier, and it was already super quiet. What? You think you need that? Yeah? Climb in there and get the treats? Yeah. These need to expand before I can install them. So I'm gonna just go ahead and open all 200 of these up and let them expand so that I can put them in maybe tomorrow. Whew. Smelly foam. Okay, start out small. They're gonna get big. Are you inspecting? Are you the Inspector General? I'm just gonna separate 200 of these. You want to know a dorky fun fact? Because I'm the queen of dorky facts. When you walk to the edge of a curb and it dips down and there's the little domes on the curb, those are called truncated domes. Yep. And that is one way you teach a guide dog to stop when they get to the curbs, is they feel those truncated domes on their feet. All from the same seller, but all with different packaging. And yes, I do have an aluminum liner that's gonna go on the other side of these soundproofing to add an extra heat shield. I don't even know if that adds R value. It might be that this is all I do for now, just in case I don't need them all. This is starting to look like a lot. I do have one other thing. On this seating side, it's gonna enter the magical enchanted forest, but you're still gonna have the dividing wall, which is the castle. And I wanted to have some, ooh, this is horrible. This is getting sent back. But I wanted to have some brickwork or stonework on the edge of the castle. I was thinking about doing purple insulative foam and a hot knife and carving the rocks out myself. That's a lot of work. You carve it and then you have to cover it and seal it and all this other things and paint it. So I came across these fake stones and I thought that would be rad if it really worked, but no, it looks, they are raised a little bit, but it really does just look like a picture. My extension cords? We do. Oh, these ones are completely encased, so you can't see until you open it what the cords look like. I needed USB-C. This is the correct one, so I can finally put the camera in the van. And then this, oh, hopefully this is the same one. I'm gonna take it to the van and look at it. This is the cabin camera. For some reason, it has the metal prong instead of the 4-prong. Either way, I needed an extension cord for it. I should be able to get it all wired up. Oh yeah, June, it's your balloons! It's your balloons! I don't know what this one is. Sriracha. This isn't even mine, this is yours. Thought it was shampoo. Only you would use this as shampoo though. 13, we'll try it. we go. Yep. Huh. The handle spins. And nothing happens. I struggle feeling like I have fat fingers. Mosquito. I don't have a drill bit that tiny. At least I don't have a drill bit that will fit on my drill bit that's that tiny. There's no way. See, it's not gonna, that's as tight as it'll go. Definitely have some review thoughts on this. It's not a task for someone with giant freaking hands. This is a lot of effort. If this isn't right, I'm going to say no. Come on. There's a reason I like star screws. Yeah, I can't twist it. This is where I have my weak wrist. There's no slightly bigger one. It ain't happening. Can you try? Because my wrists, I can't. What I thought was going to be a very quick little project just turned into like super long. This is what tightens it. It's scary how fast that went. That makes me think that it's... This is only 1/16 bigger than the other one, but it feels so much bigger. Oh, it's a little scary. It'd be really helpful if all this stuff was magnetic, so I didn't have to worry about it falling. Ladies and gentlemen, we have liftoff. One side in. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a backup camera! We gotta plug the lights back in. I'm doing all the magic cord work. The other ones all had a little pull tab where you could pull it off. This one doesn't have a pull tab. I don't know how to get this off. I have mixed feelings. I might need to drive it a minute. had my moments of doubt as I was setting this up. It was a little difficult, but now that I have it in, I really like it. And I think that I want to get one for our other van. I really like my view is not obstructed. It is just what is behind me. I don't have to worry about seeing car seats or any of the car. I can tap and it can switch views so I can see all 3 cameras and switch around between all the different cameras. You don't have to purchase the extra hardwire cable because even though it doesn't say it, it does come with the hardwire cable if you wanted to plug into your own fuse box. I would say this cord right here that connects the mirror to the power is only 18 inches. All the other cords are long enough that you can hide them in your trim except for this one. So if you don't want the cord going through the middle of your windshield, go ahead and order this USB-C extension cord at the same time that you order the kit. My 16-year-old's first vehicle is going to be my dad's 22-year-old Toyota Tacoma, and so it's got crank windows, it's all the basics. It has a camper shell. The one upgrade I'm absolutely going to do to that vehicle is to put one of these in that so that it helps our teenager back up more safely and with accuracy. And with the camper shell, she can't really see out the rearview mirror anyway. So upgrading this, I think, will just make the 22-year-old vehicle a lot safer in the city for a teenager. Overall, I would recommend the Wolfbox. It has worked fine for us. I like the screen quality. I like the camera quality. If we were installing it in a sedan like the video on their website suggests, I think it would have been a lot easier. I had to drill into my vehicle to install it on my vehicle. However, on their website, it looks like if you just have a sedan, you can pop out your taillights and run the wiring through that without having to drill into your vehicle. I am very happy with it. It did come highly recommended on a bunch of different tech websites, so I'm pretty happy. I like the 12-inch screen. They have a smaller 10-inch screen, which probably would be enough, but this is a really big windshield, so I had room for the 12-inch, so I wanted that one. Our other van, there's no obstruction. You can see clearly, but I like that I don't have to see through my car. A traditional one, you see your back seats. I don't really need to see my back seats. I just need to see what's behind me. I rely on my rearview mirror a lot to make decisions, especially in heavy traffic. I need to know if the guy behind me is following too close. I need to have exit strategies if they're going to hit me. I really do like this. I am thinking about putting it in our regular minivan as well, which has a good line of sight already. What is nice is you can scroll up and down and make adjustments so the camera moves and it can zoom just a little bit or go wider a little bit. I feel like it's set perfectly for me right now. I really like it. I don't really understand why cars even use rear view mirrors anymore and why they're not all like this after experiencing it. The built-in backup camera on this one, I'm not gonna lie, it sucks. It looks straight down at the bumper and about 2 feet behind the bumper. It's not very wide. I have to rely almost entirely on my side mirrors to back up. It's kind of crappy. With our other van, I don't realize how I do still check over my shoulder. And with our other minivan, there's a window right there that I can still see out. And yeah, there's a blind spot mirror, but it's still not the widest view. This lets me see into my blind spot way more since I don't have the side mirrors or the side windows here. I really like the wide view it gives behind me because it also goes almost to the side of the vehicle too. I mean, my biggest tip is to purchase the extension cord, the USB-C extension cord, so that you don't have to have this hanging down. You don't need to have the hardwire kit. It does come in the box with the camera, even though it isn't listed in there. You can hide everything. It comes with a little crowbar so that you can hide everything under the trim. I have this power cord here under the trim, which goes to the sensor, and I have the extension cord under here. I have the back cameras under here. I have the cigarette lighter. It goes here. It goes under the trim here, around under the trim there. So you can pretty well hide all the cords if you want to. It does come with this cute little crowbar tool that you can just tuck in and pull your trim out so that you can tuck all your wires and hide them. There's a fuse box here, but there's also a fuse box in the engine. And from looking at it, I actually think I have to go into that fuse box. And so I'm not 100% sure how the path of the cords, the wires go. It has this lovely little cigarette lighter charger. So for now, that's what I'm going to use. Got some outlet boxes, so I'm gonna run another outlet on the door side of the van. Once that's up, it's kind of game over for the walls.